Alright guys, so this is going to be a pickups video. In lieu of ideas for other content on the channel, I have amassed a bunch of things which I'm quite excited to share with you. And the little stories what go with the finding of the things. That is what a pickup video is. Oh, things, I like things. So, been on eBay a bit, been out in the wild a bit as well. Some decent games here I reckon, a couple of good finds. I will start with eBay stuff. I will, in ascending order of, excitement in finding of process, sentence, words, English. We invented it. You'd never guess. Right, so yeah, first on eBay. There is a big seller on eBay you'll all know called Music Magpie now, is it? I think it used to be eStocks. Bit of a lottery. Sometimes they'll send you out stuff that's not in great condition when they've listed it as decent condition, but you do get good deals, cheap prices and stuff, and free posting. So yeah, they are a pretty good seller, shop to go to on eBay. So a couple of things from them. Brutal Legend on 360. I don't know why I'd never given this game any kind of attention. I'd never really considered picking it up. I don't know why. It looks pretty cool. It's about a rocker, and it's got Jack Black doing the voice, and yeah, a bit of a hack and slash kind of thing. I think there's quite a heavy online component to this at some point, but obviously there's a campaign as well. It looks pretty sweet. Yeah, I don't know why I'd not even considered picking it up before. It looks like a barrel of laughs. And what piqued my interest in it was that I recently found out it was made by the same people that made Oddworld's Abe's Odyssey, or Munch's Odyssey on the original Xbox, and that was a quality game. So yeah, it's what is it? Double Fine Productions, Double Fine, who made Abe's Munch's Odyssey on the original Xbox. Yeah, so if they had a hand in this game, it's got Jack Black doing the voice of some rock hack and slasher dude. I think, yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Anybody played it? What do you think? Looks pretty sweet. It's got Ozzy in it and everything. So yeah. Next on eBay also picked up Conan on original Xbox. This is for a friend, but it looks pretty sweet actually. I might actually pick this up for myself now. It looks, yeah, looking at the pictures on back and a bit of gameplay that I've searched for, it looks pretty sweet. I've not actually played it myself yet, but yeah, picked that up for a mate. Looks like a decent PAL exclusive. Next one I picked up purely because I had the feeling it's probably somewhat uncommon. So yeah, this kind of behaviour, this reprehensible collecting behaviour, only really happens on my main collection, the original Xbox. So, but purely because I think it's probably a little bit uncommon. I haven't seen it around much on listings or in the wild, and it's International Winter Sports, and it's got ski jumping, tobogganing, speed skating and ice skating, lots of skating and things. Got that for, how much was that? I don't even remember how much that was. I think it was about £3, not a lot, but yeah. Right, next one, I think again from eStocks, so Music Magpie. It's classified the Sentinel Crisis. It just looks like a pretty sweet generic first person shooter. I like the story to it. Sounds pretty sweet. It's a nice front cover. I liked it. It looks nice. Spine looks nice and everything. Classified. That was £3.70 delivered. I think it's £2 and £1.70 postage. So, I mean, I don't see it out and about. I haven't seen it out and about much at all. So I picked it up online. Impatient. Yeah, sometimes I'll go through little spurts of just being impatient and just getting a bunch of cheap stuff from eBay, and that's why I feel okay about it. It is cheap. I'm being strict with myself. I'm saving for summer fun, so not many big spending pickups, but a lot of kind of intriguing looking games that you can get for peanuts. It's one of the reasons I love collecting for the original Xbox. Yeah, and same for PS2, I guess. 6th generation, absolute peanuts to pick up. A lot of fun games. So another, this one, yeah. Music Magpie listed this as in decent condition. It's not. It's really rubbish condition, but it's gunmetal. 50p quid postage. I think is it worked out as 170. I think in total. But yeah, so gunmetal. It goes on the shelf. The shelf is happy. Although I might need more shelves, and there is limited room in here. This is why my collection is usually pretty strict, because the game room is small. There's limited shelf space, so I try and do a one in one out policy, but there's a bit of an overflow at the minute, so I'm found some type of storage solution. The original Xbox collection is getting out of hand. Not going for a full set. Stu. Or Adam, motherfuckers. Right, next one. Again from eBay. Again, original Xbox. This one looks like a lot of fun, and I really dig the front cover. It's Mech Assault 2, Lone Wolf. It's a sequel. Never would have guessed, would you? Yeah, there's another one on it, original Xbox, but this one apparently is better. It looks prettier, the box looks nice. Mech Assault 2, what was that for? £2. Bosh. Complete, in pretty damn good nick. Yeah, never really been a big fan of mech games, but they look like awesome fun. I mean, there's a much more rare and expensive mech game on the original Xbox that I want to get, which is Metal Wolf Chaos. That's a Japanese exclusive, looks amazing. But in lieu of being able to get hold of a legit copy of that, this will surely be a lot of fun in the Mech Assault area, which is a genre I have yet to fully explore. So yeah, happy to have that. Right, then I got some games for other consoles. Can you believe it? Yeah, so been loving the Wii recently. You may have recently seen in a video that I said that I got a new controller because I'd managed to fry my 2 Wiimotes, so I've been getting back into Wii. I've been playing Skyward Sword, but that led me on to thinking, oh, I want to play some more Wii. I do love the motion controls actually, and there's a lot of exclusives on that console, of course. And although I've been trying to get a Wii modded and sort of failing at that currently, yeah, that was my plan. Again, because of the limited space in the game room, the Wii wasn't a console I was really going to be collecting for, because it's a huge library, and if you start down that road, that could be a bloody big collection. And I just don't have the room for it. So my plan with the Wii was just to go with a modded console and loads of ISOs. But I got halfway down the modding process. I modded the console, got the software on there and all that business, but it was formatting and getting a hard drive to be read by the Wii. So I had trouble with linking a hard drive to the Wii and the Wii seeing anything on it, and not even 100% sure that I formatted it right, but it's seen that I did. There's loads of issues. I'm a novice when it comes to these things, so I'm going to have to enlist somebody's expert help at some point to get this Wii modded. But yeah, in lieu of that occurring, went and picked up this Super Mario Galaxy 2 from Amazon. I think it was £10 all in, £8 and £2 delivery. So this is totally complete. It's got all the bump in there. Am I going to get it all out? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in this thing. So is there a lot? Bullshitting. You got obviously the game, what was in there. You've got various different paraphernalias, instruction booklets. Do you remember them? And there's another disc in here. What's this? Super Mario Galaxy 2 for beginners. It has a guide on a disc. It's very thoughtful of them. Yeah. So, but I mean, yeah, obviously, really critically acclaimed game. I'm sure it's amazing. I've never played it yet. In fact, I've never played either Galaxy game. So, obviously, I'm going to have to play the first one first. So this is sat here tantalisingly. Just sat there, but I don't want to play this first. I've got to play the first one first, because I'm assuming this one is better in terms of more refined experience. Obviously they've built on the first one, so yeah, I always like to play the first of a series first, because imagine if you played Uncharted 2 and then played Uncharted 1, you'd be gutted. It's a good game, but it looks like ass compared to the second one, and yada yada. But yeah, so I'll be waiting until I've got the first one till I play that. But yeah, like I said, even though I do plan to mod the Wii, it's really still quite a fun console to collect for, because again you can get pretty sweet games for peanuts and a lot of exclusives. So with that in mind, I've got a few more Wii things here. Right, this is from a charity shop, and haven't been having a massive amount of luck in charity shops compared to some of the motherfuckers that I watch on YouTube. Always coming across gems and bargains in charity shops, man. Happens rarely for me. This time something decent happened. Saw this on the shelf and I thought, because of the franchise of that, it's got to be somewhat collectible, worth something. And yeah, it was a Pokemon game, Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Wii. Picked it up for £2. Apparently it goes for around 10-12 quid, pretty regular, so that's not too bad. And Pokemon games are not, I haven't been into them in a big way at all, haven't. I started one of the GBA RPGs, and I thought it was pretty fun, but didn't get massively far into it. So it's not a franchise I've ever really delved into, but I'm sure there's some fun games in it, and yeah, happy to get it from a charity shop for £2. So yeah, pretty decent nick and all, with a nice what do you call it, metallic cover that you might not be able to appreciate. So yeah. Then from a local indie game store in Arnold, just outside Nottingham, called That Game Shop, cool name for a shop, went in there and got, oh, that's some Xbox games, yeah, right, got Heroes of the Pacific. I will get back to the Wii stuff in a bit, but because I started mentioning the indie store, this is where I got these things from. Yeah, Heroes of the Pacific. This was recommended by Dean on Escape to Gaming recently, so I pretty much always dig the games he raves about, and he says this is decent. Again, not a genre I've ever kind of been tempted by, is the dogfighting genre, but yeah, willing to give it a go on Dean's say so. So that was around $4.50 online. They had it as $4.50 as well in the shop, but I didn't get it for that. I took this and the next game to the store counter and basically blagged it. We haggled, you see. In the UK, we haggle in stores, not just at flea markets. Haggling is a British institution. So yeah, I got Heroes of the Pacific and Dead or Alive volleyball. I just play it for the volleyball, honestly. It's a fun game. It is a fun game. But yeah, they had that there for £2, and I said, can I have these two for a £5? So £1.50 off the sticker prices. Can't speak today. Not too bad. £5 for those two games, £2.50 each. Yeah, happy with that. Yeah, the reason I started going on about the indie store whilst talking about Wii stuff is because I'd originally got in there and picked up some Wii stuff. I picked up Link's crossbow training and the gun adapter thing that goes on the Wiimote for it. Because I'd never really played that game much. I tried it once at a convention, that way it looks pretty sweet. I know it's a short demo type thing, but wanted to give it a crack. And so I picked up, yeah, that and the shooter. And they had those two priced together for £5. And I thought that was alright until I'd walked over the road to CEX and saw Link's crossbow training there for 50p. So I thought, I'm not having that. So I went back to the indie store and said, oh, can I actually return this stuff that I've just bought because it's the wrong thing? Oh no, I picked up the wrong thing. Dope. And of course they got a store policy. You can only return stuff if it's faulty. So instead of getting me money back, picked up those two games. Yeah. I said, will you do a straight swap? I said, will you do a straight swap for those two? Because I'd previously picked up those other two things that came to a £5. Brilliant at telling stories today, aren't I? Such lucid conversational skills flowing forth from my face. So what else did I get? Right, so yeah, back onto the Wii kind of mini spree that I had. This is from CEX as well. The Conduit. Yeah, it looks like a pretty damn sweet FPS, and it's Sega as well. At least it's Sega on it somewhere. I'm sure there is. Yeah. Well, it's published by Sega. So Sega has something to do with it. I saw Sega on the box. It was enough for me. I don't know what hand they had in it, but it looked pretty sweet. Conduit. Yeah. Let me know if you've played this. This one looks like a pretty fun shooter. Yeah, and I would like to, I don't know if this one actually does use you know, that type of shooting, but yes it does. Wait, I have tried it. I have tried it. Yes, I did. Is this the one? Is this the one? Yeah, I did try it. It is sort of a mixture of Virtua Cop and an FPS. You're moving around, but you're also shooting at the screen like on Virtua Cop. So yeah, that type of game works really well on the Wii. And yeah, so I forgot I'd even put it in when I bought it, and it is pretty fun. Yeah, I did like that. So as you can see, £2. And yeah, as I said, Link's crossbow training for 50p. Gonna have to pick up the adapter thing for the gun now, but I'm sure you can get that at a car boot sale for 20p, no doubt. And another shooting game, Cockatoo. How do you pronounce that? Cockatoo? Magic Circus. So yeah, another shooter light gun game for the Wii. Nice. This one again from CEX. Science, because I like science. Yes, gravity. And from the looks of it, it's just a kind of you're balancing things, boards, balls, physics happening. 75p. Come on, that's got to be fun. Yeah. Right. And then back to some charity shops. This one from a charity shop in Sherwood, where there's a lot of charity shops, but some of them started pricing stuff up. This one wasn't. This is only a quid. It's Liberty City Stories. This didn't come out on original Xbox, so I thought I'd pick it up. I don't think I've played this one. I'm pretty sure I haven't. I've played all of the main 3 games on the 6th generation, but never this one. So yeah, intrigued to see what it is like for a quid. And this one, another recommendation from Dean from Escape to Gaming. It was on one of his lists of 30 essential games to play on the OG, and it's from Russia with Love 007. Yeah. There you go, Dean. You've been a bad influence. No, it's, yeah, I wouldn't give it time of day really, but always good to hear recommendations about stuff and give yourself a sliver of an excuse to carry on collecting, because we all need a push sometimes. Cheers, Dean. Yeah, so that's that. Right, this morning went to a sort of a car boot sale thing. It's at the cattle market in Nottingham. It's real scruffy though. It's like real scruffy. At a car boot sale, at least you have tables, right? The people have tables, and their stuff is raised off the floor, which ostensibly gives it an air of not utter shit, But there's this at the cattle market in Nottingham where they just lay out their stuff in boxes on the floor. I'm going to try and show you a video of what I have filmed to illustrate just how ragged this thing is. Right? Okay. Just boxes of shit. Yeah, I saw aggressive inline there on the original Xbox. Didn't pick it up in the end because the guy wanted a quid for it, and I tried to get 2 for a quid, and I thought, no, you haggle. You do not insist on prices when you are selling stuff out of boxes on the floor. So out of principle, I left it. Although a quid probably would have still been a good price for that game, and a quid for the other one that I wanted to get as well. But yeah, so you see how it was all laid out, just utter crap in boxes everywhere. And to make it worse, it had been raining a little bit in the morning, so some of the stuff was kind of damp. So I picked up a bunch of original Xbox games just because I was there and I'd made the effort to go out. And these games were there, and it's just nice to see OG games out in the wild in those types of situations, because it's usually PS2 or Wii. So I got these, but yeah, most of them were fairly badly water damaged, so I've had to take the sleeves out, and I've dried them all out, and I've got the hairdryer out on them and dried them out as best as I could. So yeah, not in the best condition, but I got them all for £2.50. So 7 games, I think it is. Yeah, 7 games for £2.50 at arse end of the car boot sale that you just saw there. So yeah, this is what I got. So, Great Escape, cool film, escaping from a Nazi war camp, prisoner war camp. It's got to be good. Come on, I've never read any reviews about it. Again, it's just I don't think any of these games really would have been on my radar. Really, these are all kind of fringe, pickups. And again, just because I managed to get them for £2.50 for 7, so. But they're all things that are kind of worth checking out. Most of them are anyway. So Great Escape, Pirates of the Caribbean, Pirates of the Caribbean. It basically says it's a role-playing game. So it basically says it's an RPG on the back. It's not complete, unfortunately. This was pretty badly water damaged, this one, but yeah, I mean, I didn't just notice it was made by Bethesda, so it's got to have some quality in it there. Surely, come on, Bethesda. Got to have some quality in that game. So again, not read any reviews of these, so I don't know if they're any good, but going by the developer's reputation, that one should be alright. This one I have no idea. This is probably shite, I don't know. Mortal Kombat Deception. It's got some kind of big story mode. It's also got puzzle modes and chess combat and puzzle combat, various things. I don't know, it's probably utter shite. But again, 7 OG Xbox games for 250 at a car boot. Not bad. Right, this one. Legends of Wrestling 2. I bought this, or picked it up rather, because Big Daddy's in it. Come on. Right. Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks were the first ever wrestlers that I ever had any kind of exposure to or heard about. They were the shit in the 80s, probably the 70s in the UK. And yeah, there's Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks. Yeah, and Giant Haystacks was famous in our school because one year when we went to see a pantomime, another British convention that needs to die, one year we all went off to a pantomime, and Giant Haystacks was in this pantomime, and he came down off the stage, and his little shtick every night was to go and pick some lady up out of the audience. And this one night we were there, he went and picked up one of our teachers, and she's usually quite a grumpy, we saw her I guess as kind of a frumpy, grumpy, you know, mean kind of teacher. And Giant Haystacks came along, picked up Mrs. whatever her name was, I can't remember. I was going to say Mrs. Mangle. She's off Neighbours, but that gives you an idea, that kind of thing. Mrs. Mangle type, like, picked her up out the audience, out of a chair. Brilliant. So Giant Haystacks, legend in our school. But yeah, and Big Daddy on the front cover. No shit. Gotta play that. I hope it's got Macho Man. Tell me it's got Macho Man on this. He's my favourite. Doesn't say his name on the back. Sid Vicious is in there, so if Sid Vicious is in there, come on, Macho Man's got to be there. Anyway, it says that. Next one is Hulk. This one is really badly water damaged. And you see the rippling, the ribbed kind of effect there. It's ribbed for her pleasure. Yeah, look at that, nasty. Bad water damage. I already had the other Hulk game on original Xbox. That's the Incredible Hulk something. Can't remember the subtitle. I think the one I already had was apparently the better one, but I picked this up as well, so nice to see it. This one, I would never have had this on my list. This was not on my radar. 50 Cent, Bulletproof. Apparently it's a decent game actually, but it wouldn't have been on my radar because 50 Cent is everything that is wrong with modern rap. Ugh. God, hate that motherfucker. And everyone like him. Diverting attention from good, intelligent, progressive hip-hop. People listen to this shit instead. Yeah, but apparently a good game. And the Nickelodeon Party Blast, picked it up because I think I'd seen someone listed it on, randomly seen it on eBay listed as more than a few quid, and I thought, is that uncommon? Probably not. But I have a nephew that's about 4 years old, so soon he'll be playing video games, and maybe we could play this together. Not that he'll know any of the characters by then, because these are all like ancient to a 4-year-old. But yeah, Nickelodeon Party Blast. So, but yeah, £2.50 for 7 OG Xbox games that would not otherwise have been on my list. I'm interested to try at least 6 of those out. So yeah, that is my pickups, guys. Cheers for watching, and cheers to new subs and stuff, and maybe I'll come up with some ideas for videos what are not pickups soon. Alright, in a bit.